411 News. It's been a lifetime since I did 411 News, and woo, it has been a very long time. But not gonna hold you long, not gonna bore you to death. Let's go ahead and jump into 411 News. First, let's do an update on myself. If you don't know who I am B. Cray. I am your host. I am your person who's going to give you all this news, and some of it's not good, but I'm going to give you all this news anyway. But quick update, mental update on myself. I supposed to been PCSing off this rock I call Hawaii in October. But there was issues with assignments and things like that. So I ended up extending my time here in Hawaii to at least December. And then I went ahead and dropped my retirement package behind it. So if everything goes as planned, I will spend the rest of my time here in Hawaii. And I will retire 1 August 2025. Wow. That's in 2 years. Well, actually it's like a year and a half because this year is almost over anyway. So it's coming close. It is coming. So continue to pray for me. I will pray for y'all. I pray that this be a very painless retirement. And I pray that I will have nothing but good stuff on the flip side when I become Mr. Brinkley, Mr. Daryl.Brinkley, retiree, United States Army. All right? So pray for me. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into the news. Before I jump into the news, let's go ahead and talk about achievements or good things. So first, I usually do a part of the video where I am achieve what I do, somebody did something great in the world, whatever. But this time I forgot. So let's just off the top of my head, let's just give accolades to every man and woman that is serving in the United States military. Your sacrifice means so much to the world. You are the reason this world is free as it is today, and we can do what we want to do in this world. Thank you for taking your time out to raise your hand and join the military. I don't care if you're National Guard, reservist, active, whatever they call it these days. Thank you for everything you've done for your country. Your country thanks you, whether your country officially thanks you or not. I am thanking you for all your hard work you do to make life very easy for us in the world. All right, let's jump to the news. First, let's go ahead and jump into this very sad news. So let's go ahead and start with it. This took place in New York not the weekend it just passed, but the weekend before that one. And it's drawn a lot of attention right now because of what happened. So in New York, city was Brooklyn. His name was O'Shae Sibley. He was at a gas station. Him and his friends were at a gas station. They were getting gas. They was jamming there. Beyonce. They was voguing and dancing in the parking lot. While they get gas. The same thing everybody does. Gay people do it. Straight people do it. Kids do it. We all do it at the gas station. Pumping gas out, song, come on, we get out the car, we jamming, we rocking, we rolling, we feeling that beat, Beyonce playing. It is what it is, right? So there was a 17-year-old and his crew that was watching them, and they approached Shipley and his friends and was like, you can stop all that voguing, you can stop all that dancing. They got into an altercation, and then the 17-year-old stabbed 28-year-old O'Shae Sibley. Sibley eventually died at the hospital. Sad, right? Dude was 28. Living his life. Gay or not, he was enjoying life. 17 years old. He's now been charged with murder as well as murder with a hate crime attached. This dude is going to jail for life. And it's a shame. 2 innocent lives gone because we as adults don't know how to teach our kids to love everybody. I'll say it again. We as adults don't know how to teach our kids how to love everybody. And I'm not saying it's all adults, because it's not. There are some adults who's out there, they teach their kids right. You love everybody whether they're different or not. But there are some adults out there who's teaching their kids like them gay people don't belong on this earth. Them LGBTQ people need to be gone, ripped from the earth. That's the hate that we spew. That's the hate that people spew to their kids, and their kids grow up with it. This dude might not have learned it from his parents. He might have learned it by just being out in the streets. But the people in the streets that taught him that probably learned it from their parents. It gotta come from somewhere. The hate that the LGBTQ is getting right now, it is ridiculous. And a lot of it is, I'm gonna just say it like I said. A lot of it is the damn Democrats. I'm sorry, take it back. The damn Republicans. They are the people who are spewing this hate with LGBTQ. They are the reason. They are the reason. Like, look at them. They're already passing laws to stop drag shows in public. Because it poses sexual innuendos. Bruh, straight people can perform and do a sexual innuendo. But drag queens have nothing to do with that whatsoever. But that's where this hate is coming from. This hate is being stemmed from that. This hate is being built off that. And then these people are continuing to do it. And the worst part about it, the 17-year-old was black. And O'Shae was black. Like, we don't have enough issues as black and brown people on this earth right now that we're out here killing each other because of you didn't like the fact that he was dancing and that he was gay. This is what we're teaching our kids. Now this 17-year-old, his life is done. It's over. He is going to jail for life. He will get life without parole. I guarantee that. It is a hate crime attached. He will get life without parole. All I can say is continue to pray for the Sibley family and pray for the family of the 17-year-old. Whether they taught him hate or his friends taught him hate, hate was taught to him. And it's sad. But we got to continue to pray for him. 2 black men that left this earth again. It's a shame. And for the rest, I sit here and I think, right, that as black people, we have so much stacked against us already that we are continuing to not love each other. Continue not to love each other. I sat here one day, right, and I was looking at TikTok, because I do TikTok before I go to bed. Don't judge me. If you watch TikTok before you go to bed, let me know down in the comments. But I sit in bed and I watch TikTok so I get sleepy and go to bed. So I go to sleep, right? And this TikTok of this pastor came across my phone. And this black pastor from a Southern Baptist church was criticizing another pastor for trying to apologize and mend the differences that the black church gives to the LGBTQ community. This pastor went all out in saying that, God didn't make men to carry purses. God didn't make men to have sex with men. And he went on and on and on, like really criticizing the LGBTQ community, right? And this is a black pastor, and he went on and said the Bible said this, and the Bible said this, and the Bible said that, and this, that, and the third, right? I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I read the Bible from front to back. I knew the Bible from cover to cover. Every book of the Bible, because I would lie to you. And me, I'm not gonna tell you a lie. I'm gonna tell you I know what I know about the Bible from going to church. Do I read the Bible on my own time? No. If you read the Bible on your own time, you're part of the LGBT community, drop a comment down in the comments. Let me know. But last time, when I go to church, and I go to a church where there's a loving church, last time I checked, the Bible said we should love everybody, regardless of what we do, because none of us is judge, jury, and executioner. None of us is going to be at the pearly gates when it's time to meet God, but God Himself. And He is the only one that's going to judge us. That's the last time I checked. Last time I checked, the Bible says God created all of us in His liking. In His liking. The Bible do not say God created everybody in His liking so they can be straight. Some of that passed by y'all, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next topic. So I think some of y'all have been like, ooh, Jesus, I think you know the Bible, girl. Yes, I do know a little bit. I go to church every once in a while. If you go to church, let me know down in the comment. There's a black church here in Hawaii. I go to it. I enjoy going to it. But that church also has issues with the LGBTQ community. But I'm not going to put that church out there like that. If you know me, you know what you're talking about. But at the same time, we're going to move on. So, entertainment news. We're going to talk about Lizzo. So, there was some stuff coming out of her camp all last week, right? And I tried to ignore it. I'm like, that's not my girl Lizzo. Lizzo don't do stuff like that. But Lizzo, she's been accused of sexual harassment and a hostile work environment. One of the girls, Miss Davis, said that Arana Davis, she said she allegedly pressured her into touching a nude performer at an Amsterdam strip club. Now, if I get this right, this was the story that came out about Lizzo was trying to convince one of the girls to eat a banana off one of the strippers' vagina at the Amsterdam club. I think that's where this came from. I think that's where that story came from. Then there was another girl that came out and said that, Lizzo she set up humiliating 12 hours re-auditionings for all her dancers and fostered a hostile work environment. In other words, they're trying to say before every performance, she made her dancers re-audition for the part again. So Lizzo came out with her statement on Friday, and I quote, she made it very, very, very simple. She said, these last few days has been gut-wrenching, difficult, and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness has been questioned. My character has been criticized. And that's all she wrote. I guess with her, she said she let it play out in court. But, at first I was like, let's say it was one or two people. But I'm like, it was one or two. But now it was three. And I was like, it's probably the people that she fired, they got mad at her. Girl gotta handle her business and whatnot, But then there was people that left her camp, came out and was like, yes, it's been that way for years. She even do body shaming and fat shaming of people. So I was like, man, Lizzo. But I think of Lizzo, I think of happiness. I think of big girl happiness when I see Lizzo. Now it's like, damn, Lizzo, is this true? So let me know in the comments how you feel about Lizzo, man. Do you think it's true? I think there's some truth to it, but I don't think it's all 100% true. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think it's all 100% true. But let's move on to politics, right? So, I'm tired of talking about this man, but let's talk about Trump. I don't even want to call him former president because he's the most embarrassing former president that the world has ever had. He's on his third indictment, one in Florida, two in Washington so far. So this one was about what he did to overthrow the election. This is what he did to overthrow the election. They're not charging him with how they tried to get into the Capitol building. They're trying to charge him with the steps he did by doing a false narrative that the election was rigged or this, that, and third. So that's what they're charging him with there. Again, after he went to the court, he came out there. They're doing me so wrong. They're taking an innocent man to court again. And bruh, how many times can you yell victim when you're doing this to yourself? Like everything that happened with Trump did to himself. So that's that. But his whole his whole Trump base, or his mega base, or his Republican base is still supporting him as the front runner for the presidential ticket. And I just keep asking myself, like, do we want this man as president? Like, do we really want him as president? Like, if you are a Republican right now, you're a Republican, and you're watching this, thank you. But why would you want him to be a president? Like, how many indictments does this man have to go through for people to start saying that this might not be the person that we need to run the world, or at least be on the ticket to run the world? And I think he has one more indictment out of Georgia coming. So that would give you Florida, Georgia, Virginia, or I'm sorry, DC. So people, I mean, like, hey man, just let that dude go. Then it makes you think, right? Who is gonna be on the presidential ticket, right? You look on the Republican side, you got the only two front runners that people's really talking about is that DeSantis dude and Trump. And like, you look at DeSantis, he can't even run Florida, right? He got Florida. He done took black history and converted to what he wants to do in Florida. Imagine what he would do if he was president. And he called everything this woke movement. This woke movement will not happen here in Florida. Bro, you don't know what woke movement is. You don't know what woke is. You think woke is something black. It is. You think everything you said is woke. It is black. It is not that. But anyway, imagine if he was president, right? Can you imagine history across the United States changed with some bull crap like, yeah, you know, slaves benefited, black people benefited from slavery. Can you imagine your kid learning that? Can you imagine your child come home and tell them, yeah, mama, slavery was able to make black people have, jobs like, they was locksmiths and they had good farm hands and things like that, mama. Can you just imagine your child coming home and telling you that BS? Because I couldn't. But that would happen if DeSantis become president. That would just simply happen. Then on the Democrat side, right now all you have is current President Biden. And this man can barely go up a flight of stairs. Not saying he's doing a bad job, but he can barely go up a flight of stairs without falling. And then the drama that surrounds him is his crackhead son. Like, bruh, like maybe, just maybe, can we have President Obama come back for like 4 years until we find somebody, that can do the job like Obama, that can stay out of drama. The only drama, before y'all come at me and be like, Obama had drama, the only drama Obama had was he wore a tan suit to a press conference. And you may have tan suit, but I got on Hawaii because I'm in Hawaii. That man had on tan because he wouldn't wear tan and he looks good in tan. I'm just saying, But anyway, let me know down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. But if you want me to, if there's some rich, really rich people that's part of the B. Cray family, I'll be more than happy to run for president. B. Cray 2024. 24? Yeah. B. Cray 2024. What would my slogan be? B. Cray 2024, one family. Yep, one family. It's not about making America great again. It's not about doing all these great things. It's about being one family. That's what we are as a nation. We are one family with a bunch of differences. We are one family. And that's what I run off of. We're one family. We are one family. And that's what I was surely run off of. Last thing I want to talk about was, I think that's it. I think that's all for news today. That is it. People just, what have I, okay, so, last thing. So I would say what I'm watching on TV right now, but there's a writer's strike, so there's nothing on TV right now. Can't watch any of my shows. And I haven't been to the movies, but I heard Barbie is a good movie to go watch. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was real good. Barbie and that Atomic Bomb movie was good too, so If you got a chance, go check it out. Yeah. So that being said, thanks for watching 411 News. Hopefully I'll come back again in the next few to another 411 News or with a studio update. With that being said, just remember I love and appreciate every last person that's watching this video. And I also appreciate the B Crate family. We are at 117 people. We are moving up the food chain. Remember, share this with a friend. Share it with an enemy. Share it with somebody out in the middle of the street. Share it with somebody you work with. We are on the road to 1,000, baby. Let's get it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.